The Italian resort island of Elba has a quiet charm all its own. You can climb the hills, skip rocks, or just take in the view. No wonder thousands of families vacation here. One visitor whose stay is memorialized everywhere? Napoleon Bonaparte. But the French emperor wasn't here on holiday. He was exiled to Elba after his defeat at the Battle of Paris in 1814. The terms of his surrender?
You will be granted 2 million franc annual subsidy and sovereignty over the island of Elba with a guard of 400 men.
In this 1953 recreation from the CBS show You Are There, Napoleon learns his fate.
From power over Europe to a few square miles in the Mediterranean.
Napoleon would be under a kind of house arrest, but undisputed master of the house. Here, but only here on Elba, he would remain emperor. He even designed a new flag for his tiny little island empire. At its center, 3 bees, the emblem Napoleon preferred over the French monarchy's fleur-de-lis. Giuseppe Bartolini, director of Elba's National Center of Napoleonic Studies, says that when Napoleon arrived, the new flag was raised over the harbor's fort. During less than a year's time, Napoleon modernized the island. On Elba, he built roads and a sewer system.
Napoleone!
Elba is the kind of laid-back place where laundry is still hung out to dry, and homemade wine is offered to visitors. And under a full moon at Easter time, worshippers solemnly parade a statue of Jesus through town. Into this traditional culture, Napoleon's arrival injected a kind of worldly sophistication. From the outside, his country house may not look like the home of an emperor, but in the living room, Bartolini points out, an homage to Napoleon's Egyptian military campaign, hugely influential on European style. Napoleon lived quite comfortably here. This is his bathtub. And the 2 doves tugging on a ribbon, they represent Napoleon and his wife Marie-Louise, who never did join him on the island. His mistress, a Polish countess, did. She's played here by Greta Garbo in the 1937 movie Conquest.
I have brought your son.
My son?
Your son and mine.
Napoleon brought her and their son to a mountaintop retreat. From there, he could just make out Corsica, the island where he was born. And only a few months later, short on cash and watching the restored French monarchy lose popularity, Napoleon left Elba. His gamble to reclaim power would last just 100 days, until his defeat at Waterloo. This time his captors took no chances. He was sent to St. Helena in the South Atlantic. No sovereign there, he was simply a prisoner, far, far away from the island that still flies his flag.